Good morning, this is Jim Dedman, Sawlogs Plastic Hubs. Welcome to my shop today. Got a little simple project. It's actually a gift for a couple of my racing buddies over at nearby East Lincoln Speedway. There are a lot of these, what I'm making is a knockoff of a product that's on the market, but you know, it's one of them little extras you don't need on your race car, but it's nice to have. It's what they call, it's a little billet aluminum, there's two of them, little billet aluminum breather nuts. I seen these things and I spoke to these couple of guys. They just got regular bolts on it. Works fine, but this is if you need to get to your carburetor real quick to make an adjustment. That's what this is handy for. I knocked this, just took a picture off the internet, knocked these right off, so I think they'll work just fine. They look good to me. So we're gonna sling a little aluminum today over here in the lathe. Again, I'm gonna remind you, it is August in North Carolina, so you got fans and air conditioning running. You always hear that in the background. So bear that in mind. So it's like I say, prop your feet up, get your recliner or your chair, or bring your TV up. I know Everett says he watches his on TV. Hey Everett, if you're watching today on TV, hope you got your feet propped up in the cold. Maybe a little man will give you a break. The rest of us drivers, prop your feet up, get your cold drink if it's early in the morning, a cup of coffee, and let's get these little nuts made for these race car drivers. I'll come back and tell you bye at the end. So let's get to cracking. Good morning, this is Jim. Welcome to the shop. I apologize for the air noise again. Summertime in North Carolina. This is a picture of a Billet air cleaner nut that goes on performance cars. And here's a piece of stock. This is what we're going to do today. I'm going to make a couple of these up for a couple of my friends here at the local East Lincoln Speedway. I've become, you know, have met racers, and they just use regular nuts, and I'm gonna knock a couple of these out. But this is one of these things that if you're a budget person, not a budget person like budget not run good, but budget your money, that's a $20 item. It's really not necessary, it just looks good. A little bit more convenient, so I thought I'd make a couple because I feel like I can make them cheaper than, well, I can make them cheaper than I want to buy them, so especially giving them away. So we're working on right now figuring out something, so I'm going to show you that. Anyway, I just got in the shop this morning, so I cut my air compressor on, so you hear it outside too. What I've got here is a high-speed steel tool that's grooved for an O-ring, and I just got a piece of stock that I'm experimenting with right now. I've been trying to figure out how to get a face groove in here in the place I want it. So I'm going to keep playing with this till I get the idea. This is going to be the cutting the groove isn't the problem. I've already did that. Problem is figuring out how to get it to the right location. So I've got this piece of stock and I'm doing some experimenting off camera. So when we get into making this thing, you will see how I'm going to end up doing it. And that's what all this is for. Here we go. I've got a piece of stock. I'm going to just face this one. I've got a piece of stock here that I'm just going to chew up. And we're going to cut the top of it, we're going to drill it and have it, and we're going to knurl it. And do all the good stuff to it we want to do. Got her faced, and let me check this OD, because I'm not going to make this thing god awful big on the top. So this is 1.5 inches, and I want this to be about 1 inch or so. So I'm going to make this 1.25 inches. So I'm going to go ahead I'm making 2 of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn it back, and that way I'll have enough stop to start the second one on. And I mean, this, again, this doesn't have to be exact, because this is going to be hanging out in the air, so let me bring you back just a minute. This will be the last pass. I want this to be about 1.25 inches. I'm going to make 2 of these, so we're going to check this. And again, this doesn't have to be exact, so I don't have to get the mics out as long as I'm somewhere. Oh, I got to go a little more. It's one thing I always say about the... Alright, so I'll look about 30 thousandths. I mean, if I'm within 5 on this, it's fine, because I just want this to be around 1.25 inches before I knurl it. So, it should give me what I want. And I'll check this, and then we'll come back and get the knurling tool. Yeah, I'm about 5 over. That's good enough for what I want. Bring you back just a minute. We're going to go about 200 RPM. Let me get situated. And we're going to throw us a little knurl in here. Get some oil going. I know this is aluminum, but I don't like knurl. I want my knurls to be knurling tools load up a lot. So this is just going to be a plunge in knurl. There's not going to be no back and forth on this. I'm just going to plunge it in. Get what I'm after. Pretty much, so I'm going to give it a little bit, let it run just a little more, and call it good. We'll face it off. There we go. That's all we need right there. So I'll bring you back. We'll set up and do drilling and tapping. Okay, we're ready to center drill. Alright, let me turn this on. I made a mistake, didn't turn the camera on. So just to show you, I did drill it up to my little blue line right there. My fault, I thought I turned the camera on. So let's change it out. Let's tap the hole. This thing around. That's good. And we're going to start taking off stock. We're going to turn this down to 1 inch. Now, I'm not going to have a fancy little curl in mind. I'm just going to have a little step. So we're going to turn this down to 1 inch right here. Let me see how much I like. Again, these are approximate dimensions. They're not mic'd up exactly. So, alright. So we like about 50 thou to get us down to 1 inch here. So we'll just do it. we within about 5 thou. That's good enough. The setup you see I have here is basically to get me figured out to what I need to do. And so here's what we got. This is a 1-inch diameter. So we're going to put 1 inch in the calculator. Then we're going to subtract the inside diameter of the O-ring, which is a 5/8 ID, which is 625. And then we're going to divide that by half. So we basically got 187.5 thousandths to get the ID of the O-ring. So I've touched the top of this. I've set an indicator. So what I'll do, and this is what I was figuring out earlier, we go 100 thousandths here, and we go 187, well, probably we'll go about 188 or so there. And now we'll put the groove in. Now what I'm going to do is put an indicator down here in the carriage, and I'm going to control how much I'm going in with that. So the O-rings are approximately 90,000 sticks, so we want to go about 50 or 40 or something of that nature. Just enough to get it in there. That's about 30 there. We're going to glue these O-rings. I'm going to try to go about 40,000. Okay. Now what I found out a while ago when I was doing this project is to get this to fit exactly like I want it to, I need to open this up approximately 25 or 30 thousandths back to the same depth. So then we'll just check this fit again. See if that's what we're looking for. Yeah. See, now I'm gonna actually glue these in, by the way. Yes, I know, there's a burr there. We're going to deal with that in a minute. All right, here's how we're going to deal with it. We're going to take this little piece of stock stripe and just round it up. All right. Now all we got to do is cut this sucker off, so let's set up to do that. Hey, here we go. By the way, this is this new cutoff tool I made up recently from probably the last video actually. There's a series of these, I made these up. This is the new holder I made that I want to experiment with. And so we'll just have to see. We got it a lot more rigider. Even with the screw stuff on it, it's still a lot more rigid than the regular holder. We got to get her down there. Of course, it'll have to get a facing cut when I'm done, and I'll bring you back when we do that. So I got to make another one as soon as I get this one cut off. We'll just let it fall down into chips, and I'll get it over here to the side, make the second one, and we'll face it off. There we go. That's 2/3 of it. Okay, we're just facing this off to clean them up, make them look pretty. And we're just about done with them. A couple more steps off on the bench. The lathe work is done. Well, now we have a pair cleaner nuts. Now we got to mark them. Even though they're gifts, they're still going to be marked. with the maker's mark. Basically, I'm putting SPH 19 on them for saw logs plastic hubs. There they go. Marked right up. What I'm going to do is ensure these O-rings don't go nowhere. To do that, we're going to put just a smidgen, a couple of pieces of epoxy in here just to hold them. And that's what I'm using these toothpicks for, is just so I can get it down in the groove in about 4 spots. So these O-rings will be permanently affixed to these nuts and will never go nowhere. So that's the plan anyway. We'll see how that works, because we may have to set it on a weight here. Probably the best thing to do is to set it like that. We'll set us a little weight on it and let it sit. Let's get this other one done too. So that's the plan right there, set it on a weight. So now I've got it. That's just to make sure them O-rings don't move. Once that epoxy sets, them O-rings will have a permanent home inside of that fixture. So that's just a way of holding it really good. All right, here's the finished product. Nothing real complicated. The hardest part is figuring out how to get these O-rings in them. And I do have them attached just a little bit with epoxy so they'll stay in place. You tighten down on these, if your hands tighten up, they're not going to move. So there we go. I ended up getting requests as soon as I got them done by another gentleman who wanted 2 a little bit bigger screws in it. So I jumped on them and made them right after 2. So there we go. I've actually made 4 this morning. So we just got some done. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little video making aluminum beaver nuts for the racers. Again, I'll remind you, this is a copyrighted production of James Dedman, Saw Logs Plastic Hubs, for your enjoyment here on YouTube. So, like I always tell you, subscriptions doesn't cost you anything if you're not a member of the family. Please consider being a subscriber to my channel. There's no repercussions outside of just being a member of the family. There's no emails, robocalls, financial obligation, anything like that. You can watch my videos completely free of charge. And that's my promise to you right now. With also that being said, if you see something I'm doing and can do it differently, or you think there's something you want to make a comment on, please take the time to start playing on that keyboard and start typing, because I really enjoy my comments. Like I've said many times, smaller channels with the resources, it's kind of limited. If we don't get out to some of these events, you know. Most of the events for the YouTube creators are a little bit, even the closest ones are 5 and 6 hours away. Recently there was a meet and greet that 3 creators had, that Adam Booth, Steve Summers, and Brian Block had in Louisville, Kentucky, 6.5 hours away by riding. There must not be no YouTube people in North and South Carolina. Very few are big enough that will do this. So probably about the closest one to me, well, the closest one to me right now is Tom, and Tom's already announced, and I've been knowing it for a while. He's going to go about 4 hours away from me too. So the truth about it is, that comments is a good way to get back to us. With all that, me running my yap, to me saying, hey, I hope you enjoyed this video of me making these nuts, and I really hope that you come back again, hang out in the shop with me, and please think about being a subscriber to my channel. I really, really appreciate every one of you. With all that being said, till I make something else here in the shop, adios. We'll see you in that next video.